special, unique singer on our show today, Gary Revel Jr. He was a voice contestant in Finland, which is super, super interesting, super cool. He's going to sing a song for us, but before we get to his song, we're going to hear a little bit about him. Well, thank you for joining us today.
I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
So, Gary, tell us just a little bit about yourself and how you got into music.
Well, I was born in Nashville, Tennessee. My father was a musician, and I was raised in LA, California, so it was the place to do it. I started off in musical theater, directing, and choreographing, and singing, and just always wanted to be a singer since I was a little kid. And then I went over to Finland, of all places, and became famous there. So
that is so awesome.
Yeah. And now I'm back here in Texas.
Yes, well, welcome back to the Lone Star State. So tell us a little bit about how you got the chance to be on The Voice all the way in Finland.
Well, I was getting known quite quickly there. I won this star contest. It was called the Finnish Star Contest. It sounds really cheesy in Finnish. Suomen tähti.
There you go.
And I won the whole thing. And I was the first foreigner to do so. So it was really exciting for me. And then I started getting work in theater, doing lead roles in musicals like Hairspray and Miss Saigon, except for, of course, I had to do it in the Finnish language. So it makes it a lot different and a lot harder.
So how was it learning Finnish?
Oh my goodness, it is the most intense, I want to say words that I'm not allowed to say, but really not fun. Screwed up language, kind of. It's really backwards and everything. It's totally different than anything. It's almost like speaking Ewok.
Wow. Well, you learned it and you got through it, and that's pretty awesome.
Really fun.
So how long were you in Finland for before you came back to the States?
16 years. I visited home like maybe every year, or sometimes every 2 years, depending on my work and my schedule. I missed home so much, and after my brother passing about 2 years ago, I just wanted to come back and be with my family and be back home again. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about, I know a lot of us know here how The Voice goes here. Is it kind of the same format over there? Tell us your experience on The Voice.
Exactly the same format. They send it to you like well, I was actually invited there because I was already well known. And sometimes, the singers on The Voice, they are singers that have already been doing things. They just haven't released an album, so to speak. So they took me, they kind of called me and just took me there, and it was really crazy the way they do everything, and it's really intense. The live shows are just so scary. You've got millions of people watching, you've got like 10,000 people in the studio audience, and it's just once that red light goes on the camera, you're just like, oh, this is it. And you're competing with really the best singers they have there in Finland, so it gets really hard.
But obviously just an experience you'll never forget.
Ever. It was wonderful, and it made my name even bigger there. And I was I was third place, not the winner, but I made it really far.
Wow, that's awesome. Whose team were you on, or who was
I was on Michael Monroe's team.
Okay.
I think that people here probably won't know him right away, but he was quite famous. He was in this band called Hanoi Rocks. Okay. It was famous in Europe, and people here do know him. He knows everybody here. Like, he's hung out with all the big rock stars here, and like the lead singer of Journey and almost every major band here, the Eagles, they all know him.
Awesome.
Personally.
So tell us a little bit about your style of music. Who do you look up to? Who do you kind of represent?
I like Steve Perry a lot, the lead singer of Journey, but I also love R&B. So it's really hard to call me on one thing because rock and R&B and jazz, oh wow, I like it all. If you Google me, it's really hard to find like which element that I sing more or better. I like all of it.
You kind of do it all. And you are living here in Texas now, like you were saying, so you have some upcoming performances. Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, please come and see me. I'm going to be doing a very eclectic arrangement of a lot of different songs that everybody knows. I'm going to be doing rock, swing, some jazz standards at the Still House Wine Room in Killeen. Okay. This Friday and Saturday.
Okay. What time?
I'll be starting at 8 o'clock.
Perfect. And do you have a website, Gary, so people can kind of follow up on it and stuff?
Yeah, I'm just trying to redo it in English, so give me a little time and set up some stuff here,
Okay, so we'll keep you all updated when he gets that all going. Okay, so also we love to hear you perform. So tell us what you're going to be performing today.
I'm going to be performing one of my favorite standards. It's called At Last. It was written way back in the 20s and 30s, but it was done really well by Etta James, and I just love the way she sang it. But I'm doing my own kind of take on it.
Perfect.
So let's see what you think.
We are excited to listen to it, so stay with us. You do not want to miss Gary singing At Last, so we'll see you after the break.